U.S. debt fits in PayPal. The U.S. national debt has reached a staggering $39 trillion, a number so large it's difficult to comprehend. To put it into perspective, if you spent $1 million every day since the birth of Jesus, you'd still be less than halfway to paying off the debt. This enormous sum has significant implications for the country's financial stability and raises questions about the capacity of financial platforms like PayPal to handle such massive transactions, sparking curiosity about the feasibility of using these platforms to pay off the debt. PayPal, as a leading online payment system, has certain capabilities and limitations that are worth examining in the context of handling massive financial transactions. The platform has a large user base, with over 400 million active accounts, and it processes millions of transactions daily. However, PayPal's transaction limits are a significant factor to consider. Typically, the platform has a maximum transaction limit of $60,000 for most users, although this can be increased for verified business accounts. Despite these limitations, PayPal has handled large transactions in the past, such as buying and selling businesses or transferring significant sums of money internationally. Theoretically, if PayPal were to facilitate the payment of the national debt, it would require a monumental number of transactions, likely exceeding its current technical and regulatory capabilities. Nonetheless, exploring PayPal's potential in this context helps to illustrate the sheer scale of the national debt and the creative solutions that might be considered to address it. The idea of using PayPal to pay off the national debt, while highly unlikely, prompts interesting discussions about the role of financial technology in managing large-scale debt repayment. While the idea of paying off the national debt through PayPal might seem intriguing, the reality is far more complex. From a practical standpoint, the sheer volume of transactions required to pay off $39 trillion would be staggering, likely overwhelming the platform's infrastructure. Additionally, regulatory hurdles would pose significant obstacles, as government debt repayment is heavily regulated and subject to strict oversight. The Federal Reserve, Treasury Department, and other agencies would need to be involved, making the process cumbersome and potentially impossible. Furthermore, security concerns would be paramount, as transactions of this magnitude would be a lucrative target for cybercriminals. The potential consequences of such an action would also need to be carefully considered, including the impact on the global financial system and the potential for unintended economic repercussions. In conclusion, while PayPal may be capable of handling large transactions, the idea of using it to pay off the national debt is more thought-provoking than realistic, highlighting the need for conventional and established methods of debt management.